At the top of the 5 o'clock hour tonight, we talk about Rutherford County taking steps to save you time and money when it comes to your car, and later Rutherford County is working to ensure you spend less time in traffic.
These stories plus your local weather and sports. Middle Tennessee News starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Noah Brady, joined by Christy Jones. Welcome to Middle Tennessee News.
An overnight shooting took place in Smyrna, leaving 2 injured. Smyrna police dispatched late last night to the 700th block of Nissan Drive. The shooting happened near a Circle K gas station. The clerk called 911. Gunfire was exchanged between 2 vehicles. In one car, both the passenger and driver sustained injuries. They were transported to a nearby hospital by EMS. One individual is stable, but the other is in critical condition. Officials believe this shooting to be an isolated incident. Any information should be reported to Detective Neighbors with the Smyrna Police Department.
Murfreesboro authorities need help locating a woman who attempted to steal from a truck stop. On Wednesday, a woman entered Uncle Sandy's truck stop on Church Street and began to raise suspicion with her behavior. The woman was then seen stuffing face masks and highlighters into her pants and was confronted by an employee who retrieved the merchandise. The woman then became violent and struck the employee and was seen leaving the scene with a man in a newer model light-colored Nissan Altima. If you have any information on the woman or the incident, please contact Murfreesboro Detective Richard Presley.
A caregiver in a TBI patient case has been indicted. A Murfreesboro man is accused of assaulting a vulnerable adult in his care. He is now facing a felony charge. TBI special agents determined Richard Armento assaulted and injured a man in his care following a tip from the Adult Protective Services staff at the Tennessee Department of Health Services. The Rutherford County Grand Jury returned an indictment on Armento on February 10th after determining he did injure the man earlier in the month. On March 15th, Armento surrendered to authorities in Rutherford County and was later released on bond.
Vehicle emissions testing being shut down has saved a lot of time and grief for the citizens of Rutherford County. The decision to end emissions testing went into effect January of this year, and it has brought people a lot of relief. The Environmental Protection Agency approved the end of testing following the improvement of air quality in the county. Rutherford County is one of 5 counties in Tennessee that have been approved to cease testing. Mayor Bill Ketchern hopes that citizens will be relieved as the decision will save time and money for the residents in the area.
The eliminating of the time of sitting in line, the complaints that we would hear from our citizens, it's eliminated a lot of that, and even myself, and hearing from my wife, it's helped me a lot.
Former Officer Ben Stickle has taken to patrolling the classrooms at MTSU, and his work is paying off. Stickle's research has led to $950,000 worth of grants for the TBI. This money comes from a collaborative research project that was published in 2020. Stickle serves as an Associate Criminal Justice Administration professor, and the research stemmed from his completion of a PhD. The studies focus on the impact COVID-19 had on crime at both state and local levels. Though his badge is retired, Stickle still strives to make his community a safer place.
The city of Murfreesboro is taking steps towards improving traffic conditions. City engineers are making necessary improvements to major road and traffic systems as they become outdated to reduce our current traffic congestion. The major road projects are widening lanes on New Salem Highway, Brinkley Road Bridge, Chaffin Place, Rucker Lane, and the Beasy Road and River Rock Boulevard Connector Bridge. In conjunction with the road improvements, the city is also improving their closed-circuit traffic monitoring system to better assist the traffic staff in recognizing problems and making remote timing changes.
We can be electronically talking to those signals. We can make signal timing changes from here. So we press a couple of buttons and the plan is implemented in the field.
The MTSU Police Department made history recently when Officer Erskine earned something no other female officer had. MTSU officer Kaylin Erskine expanded her role at the MTSU Police Department by earning her certification as a defense tactics instructor. She is the first female officer in the department's history to earn the certification. Erskine mentioned that earning the certificate will help her teach skills to her coworkers that can be potentially life-saving.
And now Carly Sutton joins us with our first look at the weather.
It was a beautiful day here in Middle Tennessee with sunshine spreading all over the mid-state. Spring has finally sprung following yesterday's spring equinox, with high temperatures reaching into the 70s here in Murfreesboro. Manchester has the lowest high today of 69 degrees with light winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mount Juliet was also warm and sunny today with a high of 72. Moving on to Smithville, the humidity is 71% and the high is 70 degrees. Staying in the 70s, McMinnville, Shelbyville, and Woodbury have a high of 71. Enjoy the sunshine while it's here because we are expecting some rainfall later this week. Stay tuned to see tonight's forecast. Noah, back to you.
Thank you, Carly. Staff shortages are taking a toll on local restaurants. Two famous guitarists have returned to MTSU, and Carly has more weather throughout tonight's show. That's coming up next, right here on Middle Tennessee News.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. The 9th annual Southern Equine Expo returned to Murfreesboro this past weekend. The Tennessee Miller Coliseum was packed out after COVID forced the cancellation of the expo in 2021. The equine community was ready to get back to the festivities as more than 90 vendors returned to the 2022 expo after a hard struggle through COVID prevented their participation last year. More than 100 clinics, demonstrations, and lectures filled the weekend schedule. Some of these clinics included were colt starting, equine trail sports, and centered riding.
My name is Sandra Kaiser. My husband is Patrick Kaiser. He started the Southern Equine Expo. This was developed to give horse owners an opportunity to be better horse owners and to better the horse industry.
Two city employees were honored recently by Mayor Shane McFarland for helping to make Murfreesboro a better place. Maria Rutan and Crystal Ellis McFerrin were recognized with STARS Awards. The STARS Service Excellence Program recognizes outstanding employees who go above and beyond their job duties to help the citizens of Murfreesboro. Rutan works as a building and codes permit technician with the city, while McFerrin works as a Parks and Recreation program coordinator. STARS stands for Succeeding Through Attitudes, Reflecting Service Excellence, and the award winners are representing the city core values. And working professionals may find it easier to return to schools thanks to a new degree program at MTSU. This fall, a new public safety concentration will be accessible as a part of the Integrated Studies major. This program is for those already working in public safety at local, state, and federal levels. Students can turn past work experience into college credits, and all work can be completed online. A free degree evaluation is also provided for any aspiring students. Admission applications for the fall of 2022 are now available.
Murfreesboro City Schools have partnered with Healing Hands International to provide supply buckets to Ukrainian refugees. Schools such as Overall Creek Elementary, the Carson Lane Academy have contributed thousands of supplies and hundreds of buckets as part of the Family Bucket Project. The project is an effort of Healing Hands International in conjunction with local groups such as churches and schools in order to provide support to Ukrainians who desperately need it.
The Tennessee Department of Finance and Administration Commissioner announced that tax revenue exceeded budgeted estimates for the month of February. These taxes included sales, gasoline, motor vehicle registration, tobacco, business, franchise, and exercise taxes, among others. With such a large revenue balance, the state believes the fiscal year will end above estimates. Inflation and fuel costs are still a concern, and the budget will still be monitored closely.
2 professional musicians are coming to MTSU to continue their music educations. Bo Tackett, a returning graduate student to MTSU, has been playing for Blake Shetland for the last 14 years. Tackett is at MTSU now and is earning his master's degree from the MTSU School of Music. Adam Davis is also returning to MTSU after a successful music career playing for Sturgill Simpson. Davis would like to complete his graduate work and go into teaching. We would like to extend a warm welcome to the Blue Raiders back onto campus.
A staffing shortage is affecting restaurants in Murfreesboro. Due to concerns over COVID-19, many restaurants in Murfreesboro have been struggling to keep a full staff of employees. After contacting close to 30 different restaurants in the Murfreesboro area, the majority admitted to the issues with staffing. Both local and franchise restaurants mentioned insufficient coverage for shifts, being the only worker in their store, and having to shut down dining rooms to give what little staff they have some breathing room.
We offer sign-on bonuses and incentives for new employees since Corona and unemployment.
A Middle Tennessee city was recently honored for their support of the Arnold Air Force Base. Tullahoma was named one of 5 great American defense communities. This honor came during the Defense Communities National Summit that took place in Washington, D.C. According to City Mayor Ray Noes, the Arnold Air Force Base has been supported for over 70 years by the city, but housing the base is not all that Tullahoma has done. The city regularly supports airmen and their families, veterans, and various STEM initiatives that make this honor an earned one. The winds are lower and the highs are a little higher as well. Carly Sutton joins us now with tonight's forecast.
Thanks, Noah. Temperatures are dipping down tonight following our sunny skies, so make sure to grab a light jacket before you head out for the evening. Heavy clouds are moving in with winds staying calm at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures are in the low 50s, with Manchester starting a low of 51. Mount Juliet and Murfreesboro both have a low of 52 with mostly cloudy skies. Smithville is looking at a low of 50 degrees tonight, and McMinnville has a low of 51 with a few slow winds. Moving to Shelbyville, the sky is looking a little cloudy this evening with a low of 52. The clouds are sticking around as we are expecting some rainfall starting tomorrow, so make sure to stay tuned for my full weather report for more details. Noah, back to you.
Still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, Carly will be back with our full weather report, and Dylan Simmons is over in the MTN Sports Den. All that coming up after the break. Stick around.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
And Carly Sutton joins us now with the full weather report.
Spring showers are starting early this year as storms are moving back in this week. However, today we didn't see any rain with sunny skies and highs in the 70s. Murfreesboro and Mount Juliet both have a high of 72 with calm winds. The humidity was not too bad today, ranging in at about 50%. When spring comes back, so do those seasonal allergies. So if you're prone to the sniffles, watch out as pollen is at its peak at a 10.1 level this upcoming week. Make sure to keep a light jacket with you in your spring wardrobe because temperatures are dipping down into the low 50s as clouds are moving in. Here in Murfreesboro, we have a low tonight of 52 degrees. Smithville is just a little cooler, ranging in at about 50. Tomorrow morning, the highs are starting to heat back up, reaching into the 70s again. But as we know, thunderstorms love those warmer temperatures, so make sure to keep an eye out as we expect some wet weather starting tomorrow morning. I would expect that sticky, humid feeling tomorrow with a high of 73 degrees in Murfreesboro, but a 50% chance of showers. It'll be mostly cloudy with a chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. With the storms, the wind is starting to pick back up, traveling at around 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts reaching up to 30 miles per hour. Showers will likely continue into tomorrow night with an 80% chance of precipitation. The low tomorrow night is dropping to 55 degrees with winds continuing to travel pretty fast. Wednesday, the sun might peek out a little bit from those storm clouds, but there still is a 40% chance of showers in the afternoon. Winds will continue to stay strong, moving in from the southwest at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday, there is a high of 68 degrees, and temperatures are dropping to a low of 43 degrees that night. The rain doesn't quite look like it will fall Wednesday night, but those clouds will continue to cover Murfreesboro. Moving on to Thursday, we will be seeing mostly cloudy skies with a high of 61 degrees. It will be partly sunny with some cloud coverage and about a 20% chance of showers in the afternoon. After the sunshine comes back to dry up all of that rain Thursday, you can expect those pollen levels to pick back up. The pollen count will be very high this week, so for my friends with those seasonal allergies, myself included, please be prepared before you leave the house. Winds are coming in from the southwest at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday night, it will be mostly cloudy with a low around 40 degrees. Winds are even calmer, moving at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday, the sun continues to stay present during the day with partly cloudy skies. The high is 59 degrees with winds moving in from the west. Friday night, the low is 39 degrees with partly cloudy skies.
And when we come back, Dylan Simmons is over in the MTN Sports Den. He'll have your full sports report after the break. Stick around.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. I'm Dylan Simmons here with your Monday Sports Report. The men's basketball team took care of business in the opening round of the CBI against California Baptist. The Blue Raiders played with fire and precision in the second half with an explosive 16-0 run. They also went 9 for 15 in the final 12.5 minutes to close out the game in stunning fashion. MT showed grit and toughness at the end by surviving a late 12-0 push by CBU to take the win. DeAndre Dishman led the way with 17 hard-earned points, including 10 in the second half alone. MTSU is currently facing the 10th-seeded Boston University Terriers in the second round of the CBI, and we will give you more updates on Wednesday. MTSU handed Old Dominion their second loss of the baseball season. The Blue Raiders dropped the overall series 2-1 against the Monarchs, but were able to win 13-5 in the series finale. MT dealt with a trying fourth inning in which they surrendered 4 runs, but scored an incredible 11 runs in the 7th and 8th innings to claim victory. Pitchers Trent Seibert and Jaden Ham showed out in a big way by creating several strikeouts and scoreless innings. This marks MTSU's first conference series of the season as they enter CUSA play. The Blue Raiders will play the Governors of Austin Peay next in a road matchup Tuesday night. Women's basketball is cruising in the WNIT and picked up an opening round victory against Wofford 86-56. The Lady Raiders had a powerful first quarter as they jumped out to a 15-point lead and never looked back throughout the rest of the game. Wofford gave up 38 points in the paint, and MT was able to thoroughly take apart them under the basket. Dorsar was the leading scorer as she put up a very solid 16 points. Courtney Whitson came within 1 rebound of a double-double performance as she finished the game with 11 points and 9 rebounds. MTSU will host Wake Forest in the second round in a rematch of a 2017 second round WNIT game tonight at 6:30. Men's tennis is coming off a conference victory on the road against Rice Saturday. The number 19 Blue Raiders won by an overall score of 5-2 against the Owls, including taking the doubles point and first 3 singles points. Oscar Brostrom-Polson and Francisco Rocha returned to winning ways by claiming an exhilarating 7-5 doubles victory. Stein Slump, Oscar Brostrom-Polson, and Stephen Hollis picked up the singles victories in quick succession to give MTSU a 4-0 threshold. MTSU has now won 4 straight matches on the season since a home loss to Notre Dame. The Blue Raiders will next meet the Red Raiders of Texas Tech on Friday in a matchup of number 19 and the number 41 best teams in the ITA rankings. MTSU softball took home a dramatic extra innings win against Southern Miss on Sunday. The Lady Raiders earned it the hard way as they faced a 4-run deficit in regulation. MT made up a huge amount of ground with a dynamite 4th inning that would result in 4 runs. Claire Sizajowski did the honors as she broke to home from third base to clinch the 6-5 win. With this win, MTSU took the series victory against Southern Miss and stand at 2-1 in CUSA play. MTSU will next host Tennessee State on Wednesday at 5 p.m.
And wrapping up our show tonight, today, March 21st, is National Common Courtesy Day. This day made its mark on the calendar in 2003. Merriam-Webster defines courtesy as behavior marked by polished manners or respect for others. The day helps us become aware of how crucial common courtesy is in our lives and how we can improve the way we treat one another.
Common courtesy can be as easy as saying please and thank you. There are 1,500 national observance days on the calendar. Common Courtesy Day helps us keep society kind, reminding us that the world is a better place when we show gratitude. So Noah, thank you.
Christy, thank you. Thank you for joining us here on Middle Tennessee News. I'm Noah Brady. If you missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website, middletennesseenews.net.
And make sure to follow us on our social media sites as well. That's Facebook/Middle Tennessee News or at Middle TN News on Twitter. Thank you all again for watching us today, and we'll see you Wednesday, March 23rd for our next show.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.